Boomers, the price of greatness is responsibility, said Winston Churchill. These words remind us that true success, whether it be in leadership, business, or personal growth, is not simply a given. It is earned through responsibility, and it is earned through constant vigilance on living your values. That's so true. Too often we see responsibility as a burden, something that weighs us down. But what if I told you that responsibility is actually the key to freedom, success, and a life of purpose? So today we will explore Winston Churchill's life, which was a testament to the power of responsibility, how great leaders and individuals have used it to shape their success, and how embracing responsibility can transform your life for the better. Winston Churchill was no stranger to responsibility. As Britain's prime minister during World War II, he didn't just carry the weight of the nation, he carried the weight of the world. When Churchill stepped into leadership in 1940, Britain was on the brink of collapse. Nazi Germany was advancing across Europe, and many believed Britain would fall. Churchill had a choice. He could surrender to fear, or he could take full responsibility for leading his people through the darkest of times. But he chose responsibility. His speeches were not just words, they were a call to action. Churchill understood that responsibility was not about blame or obligation, but about stepping up and owning the moment, and in this case, the movement. What do the most successful people in history have in common? They take responsibility, not just for their successes, but for their failures. And then they reframe their failures. They get up and they keep moving. We know that Oprah Winfrey is a good example of somebody who took responsibility for her career despite growing up in poverty and facing countless obstacles that included brutal beatings and sexual abuse. But she refused to let circumstances define her. And we've talked about J.K. Rowling a number of times because she was a struggling single mom who was continuously rejected for her Harry Potter books, and she didn't blame the world. She took responsibility for her dreams, and she kept, rising up and going forth and doing it again, offering her book to publishers again and again. So responsibility is not a weight, it is a power. Why does responsibility feel so heavy? Because we've been trained to see it as a punishment. But the truth is, responsibility is about choice. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop blaming others, you take control of your future, and you find solutions instead of excuses. Think of responsibility as the steering wheel of your life. When you take the wheel, you decide where you're going. When you let go, you're at the mercy of the road. So, as we age, we can talk about how taking responsibility for our financial future can change our lives. We find a way to make it happen. Own your choices. Stop waiting for others to change your life. Take small actions daily. Responsibility isn't about perfection. It's about progress and process, and it's an evolvement of we become better human beings by taking responsibility. And when we embrace failure as a learning tool, mistakes aren't the enemy. Inaction is the enemy. But even enemies, we can blend into our lives as a teaching model. Churchill didn't lead for himself. He led for his country. Responsibility means lifting others as you rise. And then Churchill's greatness came at a price, the price of responsibility. But would he have had it any other way? Today, we face our own battles, not with war, but with our mindset, our careers, our families, our dreams. And I think we should keep it at those levels of personal responsibility. And when we rise, the world will rise with us. Can we take responsibility for our own greatness? Consider subscribing to this channel, and there will be another video that pops up for you to view. And hit that notification bell too, because I go live. I don't go live, but I do post a video every day. Love to all.